It's me, Silver, bringing you my viewers another movie review. Of course, it's on John Wick Chapter 4. No, I did not just get through seeing it. I actually watched it Friday. I got back late, did not care to do the review. So being up that late, we had to watch a late showing. We kind of didn't even like the seats we got, me and my friend. Um, it was sold out. We had to take what we can get. Matter of fact, a couple seats down from us down the road, um, some sort of mistake was made and one seat was double booked. So the guy that already got the seat get to keep it and got a free soda. The guy that also purchased it that came in there looking for his seat, seeing it was already filled, and also had proof that he purchased it. Um, I guess got a free Coke and they seated him. Or they might even, I don't know, they might even got him his money back. But he still watched the movie. I think they brought in a seat for him to sit down, sort of like beyond the aisles. But I'm telling you, the theater was popping. Oh, this is the movie beyond, Avatar that I've been looking forward to. I've been waiting for this movie for a while. I never seen the other ones. I never seen the first or the chapter 2 or chapter 3 in the theater. I seen them, but I've not seen them in the theater. I was like, if I'm a theater guy, I mostly go see horror movies. And sure, I might go see an action-packed movie with my friends, something like that. But if I go to the theater myself, I like to pick out the scary ones. Um, but nevertheless, I'm glad I went to see this one at the theater. Um, I don't know. Maybe I ruined the movie for myself. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. But maybe 1 or 2 months in before the movie played, I was down about it. I was like, I don't, I don't know what. I thought somehow that the movie was going to be not as good as the other first three. I thought I thought somehow that the can't say it the virus went all over the world uh, would play a part in the movie not being as good. I thought I just thought it just wasn't any good. It was not, I thought it was not going to be as good. Not any good, not as good. And I think of that mindset over the several months before it came out tainted my experience. So I don't take my review too seriously because of that. Um, I'm going to give it a good rating beyond how I felt when I got through with the movie because like I said, I believe my experience with the movie was hindered due to um, thinking of a pre-end of the movie. Um, so I'm going to say the movie was real good, action packed. If you enjoyed all those action kills that John Wick did on those other movies, shit. And this was great. This one's got a whole lot more cool characters that that's not only well, mostly the cool characters on the first other ones that are besides the I forget the fucking names. Damn. I mean, this one's got more action, cool guys that's out to kill. You know, that besides those two samurais in chapter 3, you know, they're fighting sword and shit. Uh, uh, the movie was good, and I don't give a you know that YouTube channel that puts characters versus characters that that put James Bond versus John Wick, and they said James Bond would kill John Wick. Yeah, that is bullshit. That is completely bullshit. There's no way in hell. I know they said that overall James Bond's cool gadgets would give him the edge to kill John Wick, and how they got him to fucking uh uh James Bond laser watch a chandelier to fall down on John Wick. Please, the shit John Wick went through in this fucking movie. Please, that chandelier wouldn't have scratched him. I know it's bullshit anyways. There's no way no man can take what John Wick went through, but still, if this character is portrayed to have this kind of agile determination, skill, agility, is James Bond would have himself bitch slapped to death by John Wick. Uh, but I'm getting off subject here. But that's why I was telling my friend on the way going in. I was literally telling him that this James Bond, this YouTube channel says James Bond, and then we go and watch this movie, and it's even more increased. That fucking James Bond would get his ass kicked. But James Bond is more or less almost like what's that video game Hitman? I mean, he's good at hitting, but he's not a good close encounter. And John Wick can survive what and see coming what James Bond would do at a distance. He'll see it coming, and he'll close in on James Bond. And once John Wick closes in and makes it a close encounter attack, James Bond is dead. Dead. But I like the movie. I'm a little. I can't. I wish I could remember the actor's name and the character's name, but I should have looked it up before I started the damn stream. Damn. But the concierge, that place that go where they're not allowed to attack, it's a safety net. That one in New York City where John Wick broke the rules and killed. the manager of that hotel, and the his assistant. Those two I liked. They was real cool. Those real cool characters. I especially liked his assistant, the black guy. Uh, Unfortunately, I heard about his death. That saddened me. Uh, the actor died uh, a week ago due uh, natural causes. I believe if I remember correctly. Uh, so he wasn't in the movie long. I don't think his I don't think his death uh, really played. I mean, it of course it did amount to how much it was going to be, but I think the what I think they already filmed, and they have already and predetermined that this character was going to die at this time anyways. It was not. It was his character was not going to go any further. I think written out that the character. Oh yeah, if you don't want spoilers, you better leave now. I'm telling you, you better leave now. You don't want spoilers. You don't want no more spoilers. I mean, the actor's death. It's not really a spoiler of the movie, but you don't want no spoilers. You better leave now, because I'm gonna spoil them. I'm gonna spoil them. I'm gonna spoil them. But the character dies, short-lived, in chapter 4. He gets executed. If you remember the end of chapter 3, that hotel that the manager betrays John Wick. He shoots him off the roof. He falls off the building. Da 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 da. And well, that wasn't good enough, especially given the fact that the John Wick's body was never found. That action didn't hold good enough for the high ups. So they gave the guy that ran the hotel time to that literally had one of them sand glass time where the sand falls down. If John Wick's body doesn't, isn't presented in front of us, your hotel is going to be blown up, demolished. Uh, there's no telling what's going to happen to you, and there's just going to be no place in New York City no more. And time ran out. John Wick wasn't presented, and they blew up the hotel. Now, they didn't kill the hotel manager. They sort of decided like it would be worse for him to leave him alive and kill his confidant. And they shot and killed him right in front of him. And as soon as I seen the actor and the character on the TV, I was like, rest in peace. The person that was sitting beside me, my friend was sitting on my left side, this woman was sitting on the right side. I said, rest in peace as soon as I see him. And she looked at me like a little puzzled face, but I think she got a hint that I hope she didn't think I was rest in peace because I knew the character was going to die. I was rest in peace because the actor was dead. But matter of fact, I watched a YouTube video after the movie, and they was said, matter of fact, that not very many people knows that actor is dead. Matter of fact, some YouTube videos titled "Actors in John Wick That's Dead that is barely known." So that title, that video is literally made around John Wick, and stating characters the actors are dead playing characters that's dead that was barely announced. Of course, I got my connections. I knew he was dead. My friend didn't. He, he's like, I, I was trying to tell him last week about it. I was trying to tell him when I knew about it, and I forgot to. And I was like, when we was driving up here to go watch this movie, I was like in the car, I was like, hey man, you remember when I was trying to tell you something about John Wick? And he's like, yeah. And I forgot to do it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, it's probably going to spoil the movie for you a little bit. Because I know he's one of your favorite characters. But I told him, the hotel manager and that guy that helps him and stuff like that, that's helped John Wick watch his dog and everything. Yeah, that dude, he's dead. The actor's dead. Rest in peace, man. He is one of the beloved characters in that movie. But like I said, he doesn't last long in the fourth one. He's executed to make example of, and so what else have I got to talk about? Now this was a juicy bit. I can't say it's actual facts, but if you definitely don't want to hear this, I tell you, spoilers coming up. Spoiler. If you don't want to know what happens at the end, you better leave now. Whether you're watching the stream live or you're watching the stream by video later, I'm about to give a huge spoiler. And I have to, because even my friend didn't catch on this. I'm thinking it's actually the truth. But during this meeting between John Wick and the main leader of the organization are talking. They're trying to find a way to resolve the situation. John Wick has found out that within the old rules, there's a challenge. A duel challenge where mano a mano, if John Wick wins, kills the other person, he gets to have his freedom again. He gets to live. And so that's what they do. And this guy's telling John Wick, you was an orphan. You was orphaned. You was found on a doorstep and you was raised and bred with a knife in your hand. And stuff like that. And, it never mentions John Wick's family. I don't believe so. Or, through the first movies and stuff like that. It's never mentioned his mother or his father. So I believe that probably that was not only just said in inspiration of saying you was bred to be a killer, you might as well stay to be a killer. Why you want out to be what you are and stuff like that. But anyways. You remember the whole situation that they're in, what John Wick is in. I mean, he got his revenge. He killed that punk that killed his dog, stole his car, and he killed inside of that safety place, which that was a no-no. That right there is what kept the movie going. Uh, it's what got John Wick in deep shit. Uh, that hotel manager. I said his confidant was killed. He refused to kill John Wick. He had John Wick dead. That place where they met, where there was a whole lot of people, and John Wick walks down those steps, and he calls the radio, and everybody there stands still. He makes a point that he could have any one of them just pull out a gun and fire. He could have pulled out a gun and fired and killed John Wick without him even seeing it coming. He did not want to kill John Wick. Why? Why did he not want to kill John Wick? Who was John Wick to him? Right at the end of the movie. Oh yeah, here's the spoiler. John Wick dies. He gets his freedom. He successfully kills that guy due to a little sleight of hand, I guess you could say. He kills that guy, but he unfortunately dies of his wounds. The wounds that he incurred was way too much. And he looks at that hotel manager, that safety place manager, and says, "Are you going to take me home?" Which was the graveyard beside his wife he was referring to. And at the end of the scene, it shows that manager and that other guy, one of the other leaders, the king, standing over his grave talking. And I also believe this. I believe that hotel manager waited till the other guy to leave to also so that he could say this without no one knowing. Still, he puts his hand on his grave and says it in a different language. Says, "Goodbye, my son." That hotel manager is John Wick's father. That's what I believe. I like when that scene happens and he says that, pulls on little strings here, pulls on little strings, especially if you allow yourself to remember all of this. You allow yourself to remember that he could have had John Wick killed right after he killed inside the protection area. Now, sure, you could say, well, what about him shooting him on a roof? He knew that suit is gun bulletproof at a majority of. He knew what John Wick was capable of. He knew that was like a boom, and even my friend said so. He didn't believe that this guy went back completely. And the fact is too. Also, spoiler: John Wick never looks like he's out for revenge for that. So it was. So I believe full-heartedly that if you're watching the movie and you're right at the scene, you see him say, "My son," and you remember all that this dude could kill John Wick, had no pre-notion that he was extremely friends, no, just knew of him. And so like that, and you find out that he's actually his father. and John Wick dies without even knowing that hey, that's his father. Even John Wick looks at, why did you not have me killed? Why did you not just have me killed? He asked it. I think he asked it in chapter 3. I think he's asked him that multiple times. So the other movies in this one, he asked, why did you not just have me killed? And the dude just refuses to answer. And just think about it. Now we know why. John Wick is his son. But it's a great movie. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. So real stamp of approval. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. Now, I'm not supposed to have it. I'm not supposed to have it. I'm not supposed to eat it. With my recent diagnosis that I've been diagnosed with my diverticulitis, I'm not supposed. I've been hearing word from mouth from other people that's got it. I'm not supposed to eat popcorn. I'm not supposed to corn, of course. Seeds and the buns with seeds. Straw, anything with seeds. Basically anything with seeds that might cause a flare up within my kidneys, would it, or agitate it more. But I would to explain to y'all what it is, but it's basically it is these little pockets. Whether you get a certain age after 40, you are accessible to having flare-ups, which these pockets form, and which popcorn, seeds, nuts, stuff like that supposedly get in there and aggravates the flare-up even more. And I know y'all want to believe it's diabetes, typical unhealthy shit like that. Y'all want to believe that it's worse than anything, but I know shit. Like I said, I know what's wrong, man, and I look it up. You losers, what's wrong with y'all is right here. And believe me, what's wrong with y'all right here is a lot worse than anything I have wrong with me down here. But anyways, I said I was gonna wait to hear from my doctor exactly what I'm allowed and not allowed. He told me a lot of the shit that goes around about this is a lot of rumors, a lot of folklore, a lot of what's the word? Myths or something like that. He told me I could eat nuts, and that okay, I'm all right. And he said I could eat strawberries again, but he still said I shouldn't eat popcorn. But I had to. This theater I go to has gourmet popcorn. I've never had gourmet popcorn before. They have an Oreo popcorn. They have a caramel popcorn, and they got a cheddar cheese popcorn. And so I got the Oreo popcorn. I said, well, this will be since I'm just recently finding out about this, I'm gonna, and I'm not a huge popcorn eater anyways. But I wished I would, I sort of wished I haven't tried it because now I want to be. Now I fully want to be a popcorn eater, and I will fully be an Oreo popcorn eater because this shit was so fucking good. I'll let you see it. There it is. That shit was so fucking good. As you see, it has uh, some full pieces of Oreo cookie with a cream inside, and you see the popcorn is brown, blackish due to it being crumbled. I'm telling you, this shit was good. It was the 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 cream inside was like melted a little bit from being heated. This shit was good. I'm telling you, that shit was good. I'm shaking. But I love that. I was like eating some, and I was like, I said, I better stop. I better stop. So I put it on my friend's table, and I pushed it as far from me as I could, and I was like, behind me, say, get behind me. And I was like, oh God. He's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying, I'm, I'm trying to fight against the cravings. And he said, why you put it on? I said, because it's further away from me, the better. uh, it was so good. Uh, I ended up reaching back for it 2 times during the movie. And I ate some, carrying it out, going to throw it away. Oh God, it was good. And didn't have no spell. It's not like it's an instant eat, and pain. No. And it's not like something I would eat every day or every once a week. It's just whenever I go to a movie, I might, I might just go ahead and break down and eat it, just for sure fact. I mean, I know there are people that I don't. I think in general, I think maybe they tell people to not eat popcorn because maybe they eat popcorn at the movie theaters. They watch movies at home, eat popcorn. I'm not one of those people that buys popcorn from my house. I'm not the person that eats frequently. That eats. I don't even eat popcorn not even once a month. I typically buy candy when I used to go to the movie. I typically get candy. But now, goddamn it, I had to find that goddamn Oreo popcorn. God damn it. But the movie theater having that Oreo popcorn is making me now the movie theater is making me dance. This damn diverticulitis and the damn doctor still telling me I can't eat popcorn. It's me finding that goddamn uh Oreo popcorn, goddamn. Uh, but it's something that I can live without. I can choose not to eat it. Um, what am I going to? I'm going for for every time that not every time, but for a few times I might go for a movie here and there, months separated. It won't hurt me to ingest some popcorn. I will probably try the caramel popcorn next time. Nah, I love the Oreo too damn much. I want the Oreo. But this has been another movie review. Uh, John Wick, Chapter 4. Gonna hop on some Warzone. Streaming Warzone pretty soon. Continue to yield to my will, puppets. Now that's over.